Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to another seasonal episode of The Sanctuary. Once again, we are playing Final Fantasy XIV Online, and tonight, the pumpkins are abound, the ghouls are out, and we are prepared for another night of revelry. Tonight, we are doing the All Saints Wake event for 2023. But before we get into all of that, let's introduce ourselves. First and foremost, I am the host, Cruisnick X. Alongside me is my loving wife, Arya Stormborn. Also joining us for the ride are Lord Fyrax.
I'm watching you.
And Corlash.
Let me out of this car.
But I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Cute. Anywhoozy, we're all somewhat dressed up. I know Arya's wearing the black bosom outfit somewhere around here.
Somewhere around here. Why don't you turn around? Where I am.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fyrax, are you wearing a costume, or are you just doing your usual red mage glams?
This is a costume. I'm adorable.
What are you supposed to be?
Horrible. He just said it.
I picked a glamour I almost never use.
And Carissa and I are twinsies. She's got better boots than I do. She's got the good boots like me.
Corlash is wearing the Ice Heart outfit.
I just changed.
Changed?
Just a second ago.
Aww.
Anywhoozy, before we continue, I do want to say a special hello. Oh, or never mind, because they just got, timed out by my bot moderators for botting. So that's all I need. That's all I need.
No, we're in different outfits. I can wear the same outfit. I think I have it. You do. There we go. There you go. Close enough. I'm too lazy to get the rest.
Close enough. Block this user. Good night. Alright, let's try that again. Anyways, so anyways, to start off this All Saints Wake, we are going to talk to the Adventurers Guild Investigator and complete the quest, and start with the quest, The Fright Stuff. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. The fried stuff.
Considering, that's kind of funny considering they came out with a tour announcement yesterday.
Ooh.
I blame this woman for my appreciation for New Kids on the Block.
Listen, it is not my fault that I have fantastic taste in boy bands. If you ask my sister, I am completely wrong, and the best boy band in the world is O-Town.
You're both wrong, because Backstreet's back every time.
Yeah.
I raise you and see the MTV Video Music Awards where NSYNC just reunited. Anyway.
Anywhoozy, let's get to the quest. Oh my stars, could it be? The self-same adventurer who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed All Saints Wake from a night of screams into a day of revelry?
No.
Thank the 12 for bringing you to us. For the fiends of the realm knock at our door once again. And we need a dauntless soul to help us ensure they don't tear it off its hinges. The host of this year's Parade of Horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume or... No, perhaps it is best not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. Why, one might think the Continental Circus was come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship and offer your services to our ghastly celebration. If you catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm.
What does foul deeds smell like? Oh, yes,
foul.
but... if I'm gonna recognize, I need to know.
Anywho, I knew I could count on you. Now
Like
then,
eggy farts.
Anywho, I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way at Miketo's amphitheater, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passers-by onto her ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeyed words.
That
Ooh,
sounds nice.
honey.
Anywho, the pumpkin-headed apparition, or the Great Gourd.
Pumpkin! It's the Great Pumpkin!
It is you. I knew your arrival was inevitable, for any who once indulged in the reverie of All Saints' Wake cannot resist a chance to relive their experience. Oh, such eagerness. We are ever in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached.
Enough.
Of course, I understand you have been tasked with bringing to light any iniquity on my part. But you know from experience that I am perfectly harmless. So you are free to conduct your little investigation if it pleases you. Together, I believe we can make this All Saints' Wake into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet, before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is, until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective bravery. A joyous happening, to be sure. But what of the goblin, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who yet consider this night to spread fear like the plague. And so it struck me. What if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster alike? I believe there is room for light even in the darkest of hearts. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine named Papa Gruff in facilitating an All Saints' Wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Perhaps you know Papa Gruff. He was once a void sense so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers. But I have since shackled, or rather, politely reasoned with him to commit devilry no more. Knowing of his formidable magical prowess, I have set him to work under these guiding words. Frightened enough to tickle, but not scar. Fear need not be an unpleasant experience. And Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright. Not with much success, as I understand. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would know better what appeals to the mortals of this city. Might you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? Thank you. Truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he has yet to be chased from Gridania's borders. Please, speak with him and give him my encouragement.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently that's what we're calling it.
Yes, she wants to give him encouragement. Lots of encouragement. Still encouragement.
That's true.
Run, run, run.
Sorry, I've always wondered who actually is the pumpkin-headed apparition.
I always wondered who wrote the Book of Love.
The answer is simple.
I know Papa Gruff is an actual honest to goodness void scent, but just hiding under a glamour, but we've never really known who the pumpkin-headed apparition is. Anywho,
It is, in fact, one of the Mandervilles. It's in fact Hildy all along.
It's my mom.
Anywho, let's talk to Papa Gruff.
Gruff.
You're that meddlesome adventurer!
No.
Rather, I see tidings of my humble performance have reached even your ears, good sir. Please, honor me with your presence as my guest of honor. Without further ado, I shall summon a foul, fell beast before your very eyes. I only hope you brought a change of small clothes. Monster, it'll take more than a magician's cantrip to scare me. Look here, my dear thrill seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin. Or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes, those razor-sharp fangs! Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the end of the earth to have its owns of flesh. And I would know, considering the scars of its wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last ilm if I made it so. A veritable banquet of chaos!
Woe be to man, the puppy will get you.
Bloody brilliant! You drew us all in all that talk of monsters only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup! I admit some confusion at first, but now I see you're a clown among clowns! Not a single blood-curdling scream. But a smile is not a complete failure, I suppose.
Confidence.
My pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me. Well, allow me to peel back the curtain, as they say. Considering our previous acquaintance, this hardly bears repeating, but my true form is that of a void scent.
Really? Huh. Gas.
My, not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination. Frightened enough to tickle, but not scar, is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So, remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought it would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog, with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled?
Why not both?
It depends. What frightens one may make another smile. Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far. And it does place me between a rock and a hellish, soul-rending place. If my task was simply a matter of bringing people to fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one frighten to tickle? But you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once.
Right. Okay.
Huh.
Alright. Let's speak to Papa Gruff again. Let's get right to it, eh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city, which creates the perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find suitable test subjects. Let's see how well you tickle. Papa Gruff is now accompanying you, and I am not reading the rest.
Blah.
We've been through that tutorial 15 million times, and it doesn't differ any other time. Now, let's start with the off-duty sergeant. An All Saints Wake performance? Very well. but I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it will take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. But that is neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable? I would say give him the ghastliest ghoul you can muster. Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige. Egads! That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols, else my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played. Well played. Alright, off to the Lancers Guild. That was well brought up. Too bad you weren't. Alright. Let's talk to the cowering boy. These decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said anything. So, what type of ghoul do you suggest? Something spoopy. Pardon me, spooky. If you really think so. Huh? You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come. There should be more pumpkins around Apkaloo Falls. Alright, off to Apkaloo Falls.
Apkaloo Falls.
Oh, I found them.
Ooh.
We'll wait for Arya to get here, cause she's got this line in the bag.
Ooh.
Alright, let's talk to this uncowed girl.
Don't tell me you're supposed to send a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies.
What babies are they? I'll make this lass wish she was back in her mother's womb. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin.
was afraid of their life when I tell them I saw a real, honest-to-God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. I'll think twice before I insult a clown again. Thank you for the thrills.
Did she say thank you? I scared her near out of her shoes and she thanks me? Can't say I've experienced that before. I dare say I even enjoyed it. Yes, now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. Alright, we've got a startled botanist on our hands. Let's speak with her. Arya, if you would. Good day to you, young lady. Might you join me in celebrating the joyous occasion that is All Saints' Wake?
Celebrate? It's the last thing on my mind. Please, go and bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup.
Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help.
You'll really help? Well, I could certainly do worse than a clown. I've come from Great Lum Brewery, although fled from is probably more appropriate. I was still in the fields like always when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. When I regained my senses, I was here. My third horse from screaming. No power in the realm can persuade me to return. Not while the while the horror wanders unchecked.
A monster? But we haven't visited the brewery yet. What could it have been, do you think? We might have a real demon on our hands. You may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. Yes, no doubt there are some void scent running amok.
Come back.
Here I am, tying myself into knots, trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through the Twelveswood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee and terror will have been for naught. Tremble in fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter.
Truly? You're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. I knew Father was wrong when he said all clowns were villains. Thank you.
Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void, clown can only achieve so much. So, would you lend me your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody? I'd be offended if you didn't ask me. Thank you. Look at me, expressing gratitude, and to one of your kind, no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Loam Growery and settle this. Alright, off to Great Loam. Yo, Fyrax, where are you?
I'm here.
You're all the way back at Apkalu.
Where are we?
Did you already meet the frightened lass?
Frightened lass. I'm right here wherever you guys are.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, let's check the destination. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference.
Ooh, forests.
Boo! Oh, come on!
How tall is he?
Tall as who?
The potted thing.
I'd say about Huron waist height. I don't know. Anyway, continuing. As I thought, a fellow Voidsent. And what, pray tell, are you doing here? A brother of the Void? Then you know why I'm here. For the Night of Devilry! Once we were free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long we have been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the Great Gorge shall give way to the era of the Great Pot!
I think that's already happened.
Yeah, we call it 420.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway. Even now, my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the Night of Devilry. You must join us, brother! Join us as we rise again!
No.
I can arise.
Pass.
No. What? Why? Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton vileness you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift and total annihilation. Ha! Spoken like a true coward! Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened sticks and clumsy clubs! Oh, but I am frightened. As you too would be, had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with the people here and extract terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore! Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your scaly snack of a friend!
Says I'm a measly meat kebab.
Mine's the buttered bun of a friend.
Yep.
Buttered bun.
That head! Great God! Naughty children ill deserve to join the festivities. They should be happy as decorations, to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps. My lady! How pleasant it is to see you! Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence? I caught wind of a void-sent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say, I'm quite pleased to see that you see the merit in my approach to All Saints' Wake. Yet, something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue enjoying this unhallowed season on our own terms.
Sad pumpkin.
Alright, let's talk to the pumpkin-headed apparition. With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove to be a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight any errant ghouls, perform the spell I demonstrated earlier. In so doing, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares was naught but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charms have been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in pie. You have learned the emote, All Saints Charm. Alright, let's check it out in our emotes. Because I'm gonna need to... there's Hand to Heart.
There it is.
There's Frighten. There's All Saints Charm. What other new ones do I... Oh yeah, Little Ladies Dance that I did before. Reverence. Oh, Reference. High Five! And All Saints Charm. Alright, let's apply that to my hotbar. At least for tonight. Yeah, don't work on me.
I'll get to work.
Because I'm already a... Sorry, I'm already a jackass.
But I'm turning a jackass into a pumpkin. We need all
No
three of
matter
us
how
to do
much...
it.
It won't work. And where was I? Oh yeah, there was one more emote that I needed to see. What was it? Bump? Oh yeah. From PvP, that's right. Alright. Let's speak with Papa Gruff and complete the next quest, or the final quest, A Charmed Life. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it. Let's wrap this up quickly, lest this year's All Saints' Wake be remembered as a disaster.
Wouldn't that be sad?
I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields. As well as a trail heading to the east. Perhaps towards the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the growery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Gridania to you. Once the Voidsent have been barely vegetated, meet me at Miketo's amphitheater so we can deliver my master news of our success. Now, let the show begin!
Okay, where to go first?
We'll take the Ethernet over to the Lancers Guild to start off with.
The Lancers Guild. Hey, I got here first.
Good for you.
Did you, though?
Don't care.
Alright.
Yes.
Bippity boppity boo!
Your soul's now my property.
A pumpkin? Wait. This is all part of the All Saints' Wake festivities, isn't it?
Maybe.
I must say that made
Yes,
my heart
unless
skip a
now.
beat. I must say that made my heart skip a beat. This is what adorns the streets. I cannot wait to see what the main stage had in store.
You're right. Next up on the list is
We'll take the road down to the market, to the Ebony
market,
Stall.
to market to buy a pumpkin.
Swish and flick. What? It was just a pumpkin! I knew the Wood Whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. I've never seen such a feat of illusion before. If the rest of All Saints' Wake is as entertaining, I'd best go and find the main event.
Okay, now.
Last but
Over
not
here.
least, outside the Shaded Bower. Here
It's
we
Leviosa!
go.
Not Leviosa.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Aria, would you do the honors?
Huh? What? There's a pumpkin the whole time? I can't believe I fell for that. And now I know it was just a trick. I'd like to see it again.
No.
You have turned all the prowling Voidsent into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Miketo's
Yay.
amphitheater to hear tidings of your success.
No. No way.
Alright, let's head back to Miketo.
Miketos.
Papa. There you are! I took care of the void sense still haunting the Great Loam Growery. Did your hunt go as smoothly? We wouldn't be here if it didn't. Good! Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Gridania are of the decidedly entertaining variety. I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least I can do in repentance.
There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Loam Growery and seek less haunted climates.
As the master of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us. Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it a grand amphitheater or a cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you were half as thrilled as I was.
That scary... whatever. Looked so real. I could have never guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at his craft.
As do I. Would that every day was so filled with surprises. As a token of our thanks, we've made some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Please enjoy them in good health. I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they've cooled. To my good health! This is delicious!
Yeah. That look on my face is kind of how I feel right now, too.
This flavor! I've never tasted anything like it!
Pumpkin. It's amazing. Because it's pumpkin and it's amazing.
The cookie's ether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering.
Well, it can't be the pot, then. That'd be the LSD.
Is this the taste of gratitude?
It do taste like pot. Wow, I guess I've been eating a lot of gratitude lately.
Oh, how much of my life have I wasted only supping on terror, when all along a wide world of flavors was left neglected?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more.
You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If performing my act will get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away! Why, this is shaping up to be quite the All Saints' Wake indeed! I could not have imagined a better day of celebration for all. Our success here is in no small part thanks to you. As I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand, I shall return to my manor. Pray, visit if you are so inclined. Ah, yes. Before I forget, do apprise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere. Sounds good to me.
Does it mean I get more baked goods?
Cute. Alright, let's talk to the investigator. What a fantastic yawn! Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy? I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well, I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. I thank you for everything you've done, and hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. Yeah, sure, keep telling yourself that. With that, you now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. And we've got the achievement, Delightfully Frightful. Now, before we go on to rewards, let's go to the unusual usher and head over to Sneaky Hollow for a bit. As you'll recall, last year we had this same area open for last All Saints Wake. And it has not really undergone any significant changes as of this year. As of course, the pumpkin-headed apparition is here, as always. And the inscrutable and unsavory imp to apply glamours as needed. And I heard somewhere that there were some new costumes, but let's see. Oh! We do. Yes, first and foremost, we now have all the Endwalker characters able to be unlocked. You just have to, you just have to choose the choice: A Journey, The Silence, The Song of Oblivion. First and foremost, we have Fortunalt. We also have Amelia. I never know how to pronounce her name. Amelia Lance? Yeah, Ameliance, I believe. We have Eulus. We have Aaronville without his backpack. We have, who do we have? Hancock.
Sure, why not?
Because we finished the last, we have... frick, I forget her name. but she's
Meh.
What's hot?
if you like that sort of outfit.
Obviously I do.
Oh, that's your preference. I keep forgetting her name though. And finally we have, of course, Meteor, Paladin Meteor.
You can also get on the, click the other imp and go to the banner.
What other imp?
Oh, apparently we can also go to the manor, so...
Where's the
Wait,
manor?
what other imp?
Yeah, the genial.
Oh. Oh, now I remember, because I didn't, because when I did this originally, I did it on Tarl, and he hadn't had this, I guess. Or I just didn't pay attention.
I'm gonna go to you. Where?
Alright, let's leave the manor, and...
Okay, what? I see the genial geyser and the... Where's
the genial geyser. Alright, now, to close out this episode, there is one other reward we can get from completing this All Saints Wake quest, and it comes in the form of the All Saints Wake vendor. You can get the Magic Prism Pumpkin Fireworks for 2 gil apiece, and you can get wall-mounted vampire bats for 2,000 gil apiece. I'm just gonna take the liberty of grabbing about 10. $11. And just stuff my inventory with them so we can have them for the FC estate. And our large one eventually. But, with that being said, that is another All Saints Wake in the books. And with that, the end of this episode of The Sanctuary. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you're watching on Twitch and you like this show, stay tuned for more, because we still have more to show up. But if you haven't done it yet, hit the follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the full seasonal event playlist, and click here to watch the next seasonal event when it comes out. We'll see you next time.